Hello, my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. I have a juicy reading for you guys today, so stick around for the topic of today's reading. Hello, my gorgeous souls. If you are still here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be messages from the Sirians, okay? So I had a specific subscriber, well, I hope you subscribe, a suggestion, I should say, about messages from the Sirians, which is a star seed, okay? We're going to get more into what messages they have for you. We're also going to get more into what a Syrian starseed is for those of you that do not know. And then her question was, how do they support you in your everyday life? Okay. So we're going to get into that in today's reading. But first, I'm going to need you guys to choose a group. We have 3 groups today. We have one. We have 3 groups as always, usually. But anyway, we have group 1, your greatest joy pollinates the world. Group 2, the activated ally. And then we have group 3, your 111-year-old self. Okay? You're going to choose the picture. You're going to choose the number 1 through 3. You're going to choose the energy, however you choose your readings. The one your eye keeps coming back to the most. You're going to choose that pile. And then you're going to go on the timestamps and choose group 1, 2, or 3. Click on the timestamp. And then I will be seeing you guys at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your greatest joy pollinates the world, then you're in the right place. I hope you can hear me with the mic, okay? And if you hear some screeching or screaming in the background, that is my crusty, dusty cousin. It's summertime. The kids are home from school, and she's just, I don't know what she's over there doing, child. If y'all have kids, some of y'all can have kids, okay? Because please, I don't even have kids, but it's like I have kids, child. So anyway, if you hear screeching, if you also hear a fan in the background, I'm not sure. Sometimes the mic picks and chooses what it wants to pick up on. We shall see how the audio turns out. I hope it turns out good. But yeah, if you hear screeching, if you hear AC, if you hear the fan, then just know that it's hot, it's summer, kids are home, and fans are on. So I'm sorry in advance, okay? So today's reading is going to be the messages from the Sirians. Okay, I had a suggestion that said we want a reading with the Sirian, okay, which is a star seed. Um, but more specifically, how do they support you in your everyday life? Okay, so I'm going to try to get into that, but I want to keep this open to whatever messages come through. Okay, so hopefully those messages hopefully some of the messages that come through are how they help you in your everyday life. Okay, boom. So, just a little precursor, a little crash course on Syrian star seeds. Okay, I'm not too familiar. I do feel like I resonate with the Syrian star seed, but I do resonate with, of course, the Pleiades more because I'm the Pleiadian priestess, of course. But you know what I mean? I do resonate with the Syrian, what is it called, mission statement as well. So, for example, Syrians are the peacekeepers and guardians. They're bold, strong willed, and passionate with a keen sense of responsibility and leadership. For example, I wrote down, just think of Sirius from Harry Potter, very loyal, okay, um, very mission oriented. Like he took his job very seriously as Harry's godfather, which is why he tried so hard to get his booty out of Azkaban as soon as he realized that it was Peter Pettigrew or something that killed Harry's parents and not him, even though he knew it wasn't him. As soon as he found out that it was someone that they trusted so, not they trusted so much that it sold them out to Voldemort. He was just like rabid, literally, to kill that man child. Okay, so just think of Sirius when you think of this, a Syrian star seed. Is his whole character is about just the same in my opinion. Okay, so the essence of a Syrian starseed is one of love, compassion, and a deep desire to make a positive impact on the world. Okay, so mission statement. Syrian starseeds definitely come here with a mission statement to protect, to serve, to be loyal. To bring peace. To be bold. In ways others can't. Okay. But without further ado, we're gonna get more into the reading for you guys. You guys got your greatest joy pollinates the world. Okay. And then another card came out under this one, and it says, "Coming soon. Welcome to the next ascending stage." Wow. And we have eight. And this reading, okay, so the inspiration behind this reading as well, since it came through, is it is the Lionsgate portal, 8 Lionsgate, 888, because this year is an 8 year with 2024 adding up to 8. So it's going to be extra potent if you guys believe in the portals and the astrology of it all. You never know. But I feel like, why not? If you don't believe in it, you don't believe in astrology, manifesting is just, putting down what you want to paper, visualizing it, asking for it in real time, and hoping that it comes true, okay? Or knowing that it comes true. You know, the law of assumption, it's gonna come true. Like, I don't know what you mean, whether you believe in astrology, whatever you practice, it's like, why not? Even if you don't believe that there's a powerful portal up there in the cosmos, like giving us this extra oomph of energy, why not just write down what you want? What's the harm in that? You know what I mean? But anyway, that was the what is it called? Inspiration behind this reading, because it's the Sirius star that is really emphasizing the energy of the Lionsgate portal. So I'm like, oh, a person did want a reading about the Sirians. So I feel like their energy would be more potent now, so I could get some clear messages. So I do feel like everything happens for a reason. Because this was suggested a while ago, but I never felt called to do it until like yesterday. So I'm sorry I'm ranting, but with the coming soon, welcome to the next ascending stage. There's definitely something here about something happening soon, okay? And it's your greatest joy that is fueling it. So, whatever that means for you, whether it's school, whether it's your kids, whether it's friends, whether it's going on vacation, just like literally envision what your greatest joy would be. And that is what I'm hearing is could be coming soon. That is your next ascending stage, okay? So it's kind of like, for some, the ascending stage would be graduating from school. For some, an ascending stage would be going back to school. Some, an ascending stage would be finally putting your music, yourself, your art, your work out there into the world, and hoping that it gets a good response. And it's coming soon. It's almost like they give you a preview of the movie before you see the movie. And the preview we get is only like 2 minutes, and the movie is like 2 hours long. So there could be something in your life that's going on right now that you're getting a preview of just how good things can get, and they're just like, you wait. You think this is good? Wait until you get the whole 2 hour movie. Right now, you're only getting a preview. We're telling you what's coming soon. If you've been feeling an extra an extra push, an extra, like, I'm hearing giddiness, like, oh, because something good is coming. They're like, just you wait. Okay, so, and with the whole, it pollinates the world, there's something that is like getting mass attention, because we have bees, we have birds, we have butterflies, we have all of those things that fly. Okay, that's coming through. All of those things fly, but they go from one flower to another, and when they move from one flower to another, they spread seeds, which is why things kind of bloom everywhere. So maybe they're telling you to be more social, you know what I mean, or just, like I said, put yourself out there, because you may generate, or what is the word? Is it matriculate? You go from one place to another. So it's like your word is gonna spread, your videos are gonna spread, your music is gonna spread. You know what I mean? Or your joy is just gonna get bigger and bigger and spread to everyone else, kind of thing. So it's kind of like you. Is there a saying about that? No, I don't think so. Maybe. But like, when you're around people who are always happy and having a good time, you have no choice but to kind of be happy, because their energy permeates into your energy. So I do want to get some tarot cards. I split the deck, and we have the Fool in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. So there is a new beginning coming. It hasn't come yet, since the Fool is still in reverse, but there's something here about overcoming heartbreak and healing with the Three of Swords. Look at this scream. And it's funny how oh my gosh, bro. It's funny how I was mentioning Sirius from Harry Potter. And this is literally reminding me of the scream that Harry lets out that we can never really hear in the movie when Sirius dies. His heart is literally ripped into, I would say, threes. At this point, who has he lost? His heart ripped once for his mom, twice for his dad, and then again when Sirius was taken from him, he finally got a glimpse of a life with a guardian, of having someone who cares for you, who's going to take care of you, and that was ripped out of his hands, Shaw. So I would understand that. There's something here about maybe like healing, or there's something about coming out of a stage of unhappiness or sorrow, mourning. They could be helping you. So the message of the reading is kind of like, how do they support you in your everyday life? They help you overcome this heartbreak because you have a bigger mission than to just wallow, is what I'm hearing. I'm just gonna. Well, since your messages is about your greatest joy pollinating the world and coming soon, we're gonna get more into what this could be. What is their greatest joy? Can we clarify this card, please, Spirit? What is their greatest joy? What? Not the Three of Swords coming out for real? Wow. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Wands. So these cards immediately together giving me someone broke your heart, you're getting communication from this person, and this person's probably going to own up to what they did. They're going to be the bigger person. Okay, so communication from the King of Wands is coming through Aries, Leo, or Sag. There could be someone that broke your heart, like I said, that is an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or has that kind of energy of I'm right, you're wrong, very a little bit overbearing kind of energy. They're just a lot. Like their energy is very intense, because the King of Wands is an energy that can't be ignored. He walks into a room and the energy changes. It crackles, it pops, it snap, crackles, and pops. Okay, like Rice Krispies. So when they step into a room, you feel that crackle of energy. It's almost like this person's like a predator, essentially. So there's something here about maybe you're healing from heartbreak and you get a message from someone else, or the person that did the heartbreaking. Okay, bro, the weirdest messages come through in these readings. I feel like since I've started, I've been like the energy has been very chaotic. So maybe your life has been very chaotic as a way. I can't get a handle on what I'm talking about. I'm jumping from subject to subject, which is the usual, but it's more potent than ever. So what I heard with the whole, y'all seen that meme where it's Janet Jackson in the movie, is it For Colored People or whatever, and her husband, she finds out he likes men, and she's like, oh, so you just be letting men bend you over? And the husband responds like, oh, ain't nobody ever bend me over or whatever. And she's like, oh, so you doing the bending? And she said it way funnier in the movie, but that just popped through. I don't know why it came through, but that came through. Okay. They're like, oh, so you doing the bending? And she was literally heartbroken in that scene because her husband, who she thought loved her or wanted her, I mean, he could still love her, but he didn't want her in the physical sense, honestly. Was with men, and she's like, oh, so you doing the bending? You know what I mean? I don't know how that came through, but that came through. So there could be something here about, like I said, heartbreak. You learn some news that you weren't expecting in a bad sense, because the Three of Swords is not really a good card. Honestly, it's heartbreak, sorrow, pain, that all that kind of stuff. But it can also represent healing as well. But I feel like that's the next stage, the Four of Wands, Four of Swords that comes after. But the King of Wands, with this whole your greatest joy pollinates the world. Maybe you finally overcoming a heartbreak. Okay, you getting the clarity you needed to move on from this person, and therefore, you're calling in someone new, someone who's more sure, someone who's going to take the initiative and take the lead. Okay, a man's man, a manly man, whatever you want to call it, a guy's guy. I don't know. A guy's guy, do they have the best reputation? Just a manly man, okay? That's essentially what I'm getting with the King of Wands here. And crows do represent incoming messages, and swords do represent some clarity or communication of some kind. So like I said, after a heartbreak you could be receiving communication, or the person who did the heartbreaking, that's where it came from. Oh, so you do the bending. Okay, so the person who did the heartbreaking is going to come in with some clarity. Okay, so it's kind of like things were left to the dark, things were left, maybe a little confusing, and you were just like frustrated. You were tied in a knot, literally. And this is also giving me the red string of fate, essentially, where it's like we're all connected to our one true love, our one true person, whoever you want it to be, future spouse, life partner, or whatever. We're all connected with them with this. It's like the Chinese folktale, with through a red string of fate. So the string can never be broken. It can never be cut. It's always connected, and it's like you guys are always finding your way towards each other throughout life. Okay, so whenever you end up meeting, whether it's early, whether it's late, you guys are always being led towards each other, and nothing could be broken. So the way this string is tied around her, it's almost like instead of this connection being a relief, it's a nuisance, it's a bother, it's heartbreaking, and you can't seem to rip yourself away from this person because that's your person. So it's giving twin flames in a way where those relationships come through as you guys are always going to be tied together. There's always going to be that pull, but you may not be destined to be with them in this life. But there's a contract, there's a karmic bond there. And I do feel like maybe the Sirians could be helping you like ascend on from that, you know? So far this is not resonating, this is not your path. This is the messages is like very like I said, potent, very chaotic all over the place and like straightforward. I'm trying to give a few different meanings of these cards right now. But look, yeah, like I said, the string, if you can't see, let me bring it up more. The string is tied around her torso. She literally can't like break it. She can't get away from the heartbreak. She can't get away from the pain. The pain is demanding to be felt. And she's literally screaming her ears off. You can't hear her, but we can see it. And she's in pain. So there's something here about you being in pain, maybe you being lost, or you being tied or trapped or bound to your heartbreak. Okay, so the heartbreak is either a person or it's a thing that you're experiencing in your life right now that's frustrating you, and you can't seem to overcome it. You can't seem to shake it. Essentially, okay. So that is what your greatest joy. Like I feel like yeah, this heartbreak is clouding your joy, and your joy is meant to pollinate the world. How can it pollinate the world if you're trapped in this heartbreak or sadness? So I at the bottom of the deck we have Eight of Wands. Oh, do you guys see the madness going on? What the heck? We have a King of Pentacles. We have an Eight of Wands. So maybe you have a lot of suitors coming your way. Maybe they help in the romance department, or and the Fool in reverse again. These cards they showed up. They keep showing up. Yeah, there's something here about a new beginning that hasn't started yet, but it's coming. So for some of you, the Sirians could send specific people in your life to fuel your creativity. So you know a lot of people who write romance books or heartbreak songs. You have to experience those things, I feel like, to honestly write about it. And they're bringing you these experiences. They're bringing you the heartbreak. They're bringing you the joy. They're bringing you the stable guy that you can write a song about. They're bringing you the very potent, intense guy you can write a song about. You know what I mean? There's something here about that coming through. Yeah, the Ace of Swords is like ideas, epiphanies. They send you ideas or relationships that are meant to, like, open your eyes, open your mind. And then under the Eight of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Devil. Yeah. So some of the crazier experiences you've had in your life, just yeah, chalk it up to them. They did that. Okay. They're sending that energy away because, like I said, you guys are meant to fulfill a purpose, a destiny. The way Harry was meant to fulfill a destiny, a prophecy, and all the pain and heartache he went on or went through in those movies was like preparing him for that. You know, I'm hearing there's always going to be casualties in war. So there's something here about these casualties making you a stronger person. It's almost like how people say, if you believe in signing contracts before you come into the world, like, why would I sign up for doing all these things? And why would I sign up for heartbreak? Why would I sign up for to lose money and be poor or whatever? But it's like that's the experience you chose to do, and your purpose, overall purpose or prophecy, destiny, whatever you want to call it, is to experience these things that's preparing you for that moment. Now, it's also bringing me to a show that I've been watching, or I started watching again yesterday. It's Shamaran. It's like a Turkish um spiritual about the goddess Shamaran. They just introduced Lilith in the season, the second season that premiered yesterday, and it's literally a show about a goddess, the snake goddess. She's half human, half snake, and literally she was there was a prophecy in the show for her to come back reincarnated through this one woman, and her name is Shazu, and her prophecy includes a man, Moran. So what I always love, I don't know if they did it on purpose, which they probably did. Her name is Shah Zhu, and his name is Moran, and then the goddess name together is Shamaran. So it's kind of that they were meant to meet each other to fulfill a specific purpose, because both of them are part of the prophecy. He's been waiting centuries for her to be reincarnated, and she's just like, she was kind of like pushing against that prophecy for the like majority of the first season, which was mad annoying. Okay, and then in the second season, she's finally embraced it, and now she's trying to help the goddess to be reincarnated through her. And now the guy that she finally let in, he's like, "Are you not scared?" He's like, "I'm scared. I'm not going to be able to recognize who you are anymore at the end of this." And she's like, "I feel like my whole life has been preparing me to take on her energy, you know?" So I kind of feel like that's what's coming through for you guys. A prophecy could include a guy. You were meant to meet this person because they were meant to like, I guess, spark you on this journey. They were meant to kind of catapult you into this journey, you know? It could be a spiritual journey. It could be something else. You never know, okay? So what is coming soon? What is going to be coming through in their next ascending stage? Ace of Cups and the Devil. Oh my gosh, guys. These cards keep showing up and then popping out. And that's literally what you guys could be doing. You're showing up and popping off, like literally. Okay, so what's coming soon is the new beginning of love. Okay, so like I said, I do get a little bit of reconciliation because, like I said, this person who broke your heart is coming in with an apology, clarity, and epiphany. King of Wands, or if that doesn't resonate at all, it's someone new coming in to provide you that passion, inspiration that you've been craving after this hard time of getting over heartbreak. You know, whether it's heartbreak or not, whatever that represents for you right now, or whatever that represented for you. Some of you have already gone through this and you're overcoming it, you know? But Ace of Cups is the nurturing of a new romantic connection, a new emotional connection, okay? Cups also do represent the creative arts. Cups and wands, okay? Now with the devil, there's something here about new love freeing you from the trap or trap. You know, this reading, like I'm ready to scrap it because I feel like I'm all over the place at this point. But this happens often, and then I watch it back and it makes sense. So I'm gonna keep going. And that could be you. You've been ready to give up every step of the way, but there's just something that's like, just keep going. It's all gonna make sense at the end of the day. Yeah, literally. So I'm just like, I don't know what the heck I'm saying. I feel like I'm just hopping from this to this to that. You know what I mean? Maybe you've been trying to seek distractions or things to take your mind off of someone or something, but something is coming really soon for you guys. And eight is the number of abundance. Okay, it's the number of things coming full circle. You know what I mean? Abundance. I'm hearing well earned abundance. But in your next ascending stage, there's something here about love. There's something here about your heart opening up, you feeling that joy and that stirring of feelings again. Okay, can I get a clarifier for this devil? Why is that here? Because that's not cute with the Ace of Cups. An obsessive love? Maybe that's something that you want. The love where you're obsessed with your person and they're obsessed with you. Because there's something about an intensity that keeps coming through. The intensity came through the King of Wands, and now it's coming through the Devil again. What is coming soon? Can you clarify the Devil card for me? Why is that here? Okay, moving on from, yeah. Things that used to hold you back are now going to propel you forward, is what I just heard. The things that once held you back are going to now propel you forward. Interesting. And we have more crows. So there's something here about messages, a lot of incoming messages that help you move on. So, like I said, yeah, this King of Wands could have been the person causing you hurt and pain. He's coming in with that clarity you need to finally move on. If it's not him specifically, the Sirians just sending you the clarity that you need to finally move on, because they're saying you have bigger and better things to do. Your greatest joy is what pollinates the world, not your greatest sadness. They're like, get up out of this energy here, because there are things you need to do. Your creativity is being blocked right now, and coming soon is the next stage of your life, essentially, where you're moving on from this obsessive energy. You're either obsessing about this person, or there's something that is keeping you trapped and bound, because that is also the energy of the devil. So coming soon, you're going to be finally be able to move on, okay? So, like I said, you've only been seeing a preview of the love you've wanted in life, the money you've wanted, the success you've wanted, the creative genius you've wanted, and soon you're gonna be able to see the whole movie. Okay, I'm hearing a double feature film. There's something here about that. So maybe back to back. Maybe some of you are like, yeah, art majors or something like that, or you make music, you make movies, something here because movies keeps coming through. Maybe you've been making a movie about these things, or maybe you've been making a movie about this heartbreak you experience, and they're telling you by like obsessing over this project for so long, it's going to be leading you somewhere good with the Six of Swords. I'm trying to get different interpretations. Okay. I want one more card from this deck to kind of clarify the messages. Can we get another card from this deck? We have the Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. Literally what I was saying a few seconds ago. So yeah, I do feel like what I'm saying makes is gonna make sense to someone out there. Okay, whoever chooses this pile. And 2 and 5 come together as 7, and 7 is a very spiritual, evolving number. So you are definitely rising into a more spiritually abundant phase of your life. I also do think there's something about joy because it's coming through again. Whether it's money, whether it's joy, whether it's love, it doesn't really matter. There's something here about I'm hearing joyful rising. You know how people say, is it grand rising? That's like a thing in the spiritual community. Instead of saying good morning, because morning has a like there's a negative connotation because they're like, why do we say good morning when morning is supposed to be a bad thing, you know? So it's like you're already as soon as you're starting the day, you're wishing those things that you're the words you speak create your reality. So if you're waking up every day saying good morning, morning, why are we telling people good morning? So they started changing it to grand rising. So yeah, there's something here about joyful rising. Okay, joyful noise is what I'm hearing as well, which I think is like a sister act. But no, joyful noise is like a movie by itself. But it's like giving the choir and stuff like that. So there could be a lot of like singers and art people, artsy individuals that chose this pile. And they're like this period of stagnation, of feeling trapped, of letting all the negative thoughts overtake you. It's going to come to an end. You're moving on to healing. So we started the spread with the Three of Swords, heartbreaking. We're ending it with moving on. And look at how we have red coming through again. There's something here about red. Look at how she's cloaked in red. She's tied up in this red string here, and she's cloaked or cloth in a red, whatever you would call that here. But the phoenix rises into joyful abundance. So how do they support you in your everyday life? They help you with heartbreak. They send you like little epiphanies. Okay, they send you the key to unlock the vaults to let the light in. Okay, they send you passion, creative passion. Because one thing about the King of Swords is he goes after what he wants and goes after what he believes in wholeheartedly, and he does not stop going after what he wants. That is the energy they help you with in your everyday life. They help you not give up. Okay, they also help you with these creative ideas because, like I said, the cups do represent creation. They represent art. They represent um intuition, stuff like that. So there's something here about them nurturing or giving you your ideas because we have two aces. I just noticed two aces, so they help you start things. They help you with ideas and they help you with your creative projects, and they help you be this king of wands who's going to get those projects greenlit. Is what I'm hearing as well. So some people really work in film. They help you nurture yourself and fill up your own cup. Is also something that I'm hearing as well. They help with these energies. Like, look at how we have the devil, which we don't love, and he's like literally playing you on his strings with the like a puppet here. They can help you with that as well. I'm hearing the devil could represent like society or people who try to bring you down. They help you cut those cords. Like I said, there's something here about cords being stuck to someone, someone playing you like a puppet, someone's like being stuck on your mind, stuck in your heart. You can't move on. You're just stuck in that sorrow. Because he's literally like he's holding his head like, oh my gosh, and she's literally screaming her head off. So there's something here about them helping you get through the hardest times in your life. They're sending you positive energy to help you rise from the ashes time and time again. Because the one thing about the Phoenix, they don't just die and be and are resurrected once. It's a perpetual process. It happens again and again and again. So it's not just a one time thing. Whenever you've gone through the biggest struggles, they've been there helping you. And then I'm here, they help you find peace to move on. It's something that's coming through as well. So, what? Stop playing. At the bottom of the deck, I was going to pull from the Starseed deck. We have karmic relationships. We have Orion energy coming through. Polarity, soul growth, conflict. Conflict, literally. They help you with conflict and karmic relationships in your life. And that was the first thing that was coming through for you guys. So what messages do they have, the Sirians, do they have for my gorgeous quick ones, please? They're very talkative. Oh my gosh, all these cards flying out. They're very talkative in your reading. We have a lot of cards. Okay, these are a lot. What? Maybe they said it was supposed to be these. Yeah, that's too many. We have Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Not micromanaging, literally what they're doing. Like we did say, like in your everyday life, they're helping you overcome heartbreak, they're helping you move on, they're helping you heal, they're helping you with your ideas, and they're helping you to, how can I phrase it in a different way than I've phrased it before? They're helping you go after what you believe in, go after what you want. Because some people would have a dream and a song in their heart, and they would never write that song, never play that song, never sing that song in person. And they're helping you with that boldness to be able to do that. So whenever you're feeling a little shy or reserved, or like you don't deserve it, or imposter syndrome, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, we gave you this idea for a reason. Don't play in our face. Okay? Here, yeah. So, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So they're just sitting there micromanaging every little thing. Micromanaging every little thing. Every step I take, I can see your face smiling back at me. There's a few songs coming through. That's why I'm trying to sing it so weird. Every step I take is like a little prayer. That song is coming through as well. And then there's another one. Every step I take. It's a Christina Aguilera song. You're the kind of guy a girl finds. Ain't all the man. Yeah, so three songs were coming through at one time. That is the craziest thing ever. Yeah, there's literally music. They give you ideas for music to write songs and stuff like that. And it's like it's all one big jumble until you stop, you pause, and you meditate on it, and then they come through in little bits. So I'm like, what the heck song is this? Like I was hearing every step I take. I'm like, that's one song, and but the melody that I'm saying is it's like a little prayer, that Madonna song. But then I was also hearing Christina in the back of my mind. That was crazy, y'all. Yeah, they help you to decipher messages. Like I said, find some clarity. You could be getting a big jumble of music or messages. You're just like, what are you telling me? What are you saying? And they help you, clarify on what they're saying. That was weird. Okay. Here we have forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And that's literally the characteristics that came through for the Syrian starseed, okay? It says, with a keen sense of responsibility and leadership. And that's the King of Wands, literally. Like I said, they help you go after what you want. Some people have dreams, but they never go after it. You have dreams, and they're helping you go after it. They're giving you that bold nature. And that came through. They're bold, strong willed, and passionate. Literally, they're helping you with that. They're funneling their energy into you, which would make sense if you're a Syrian starseed. If you're not, then that's what they do. That's what they are. Stop it. I'm hearing Ursula. This is what I do. It's what I live for. Like she was there finagling people, but this is this is not what they're doing, okay? But it's what they do. It's what they live for, to go around and give passion and boldness and creativity to different people. You know, the people who are willing to step up and lead, and you're one of those people, which is why the messages are coming through for you. They may give different vibes to different people, but for you, they're giving you a sense of leadership, they're giving you your creative essence, and they're giving you the pizzazz, or is it panache? It can be both, to go after what you want. Now, the last card we have here is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls calling support. So they're telling you whenever you need their support, they're there for you. That's what they want to say as well with this whole Star Family. And you do have Star Family incarnated that you're meant to find. And I do feel like by you continuously going down this path, you're going to find that Star Family. Okay. So yesterday, it's funny how I got an email from Ed Sheeran, not personally, I wish, where he was like, it's just like a subscribe email kind of thing. And he was like telling us about all the songs that almost didn't make it on his album. And literally half of the songs are some of his biggest hits. So we have Thinking Out Loud, which is probably his biggest, like, first biggest hit. Then we had Shape of You, which almost didn't make it. He wrote it for another person, but he said something told him to keep it for himself, and he didn't. It became big. And then the other song was Shape of You, Thinking Out Loud. There's another one. But basically, there are songs. What is the other song? How rude. Either way, he wrote those songs for one, Shape of You. He was about to give it to Rihanna, or he said a little mix, but they said no, that song is for you. Thinking Out Loud, he wrote with a friend that he always, whenever they like meet up, they always write a song. So there's something here about a star friend. There could be people that help you, or you feel more creative around. They're saying that is your star family, whether they resonate as a certain star seed or not. People who feel your creativity are the people who are a part of your star family, the people you need to be around. Okay, because they may help you write a song, they may write the song with you, or they may give you the idea, the inspiration, the spark to write said song. Because, like I said, he said that woman, he always meets her, and they always write a song. Whenever they meet up, they always write a song. There are certain friends we have that we don't write songs with them. We don't feel that creative spark. We just have them for a specific reason. But there's specific friends you have, or you will have, that you're gonna write music with. And then there's also, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, a video that I was watching with Monet McMichael, but it was her best friend Ari, or one of her best friends. I, is it Duarte or something? I don't remember. But she's a singer, and they were doing a video on TikTok, and Ari was like, one of the reasons why I always love hanging out with you is because you're my singing friend. We sing together. And a lot of people sing and love to sing. They don't have friends they could do that with, which is like me as well. I love to sing and do karaoke, but my friends, like, they don't really do that or like that. So I'm just like, I'll go with myself, you know. And then when you go to karaoke, you're gonna meet people regardless because they love to sing as well. And it's not like, don't let, certain people in your life hold you back from doing certain things, That could be another message coming through. But yeah, she's like, I love that whenever I'm with you, I know we're gonna be able to sing and you're gonna do the harmonies and stuff like that. So it's like, friends like that, star family, whoever make you happy and feel your creativity are the people you need to be around, okay? That's the message coming through. And also that you're meant to be a leader, honestly. So I'm trying to figure out what other messages want to come through. I think that's about it. So I hope that reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group twos. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the activated ally, then you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. This reading today is a message from the Sirians. So whatever they want to come through, we're going to allow them to say, have their TED Talk, speak their piece, all of that. This was a suggested reading by, I'm pretty sure she resonates as a Syrian starseed. So she asked me to ask how do they support her in her everyday life, okay? So we're gonna see what comes through for that, but mainly it's just gonna be a message, whatever they want to say. We're giving the stage to them; they have the stage. But for those of you who don't know much about Syrian star seeds, I'm gonna get a little bit into it in the beginning. So right now, so Syrians are the peacekeepers. They're the guardians. They're bold, strong-willed, and passionate, with a keen sense of responsibility and leadership. So I wrote down, just think of Sirius from Harry Potter. He was very loyal. He took his job or title as Godfather very seriously. He was ready to take care of Harry. Um, he the one thing that he was like once he set his mind to something, he was very, I don't even want to say set his mind to something, it's that as well. But as soon as he found out that it was Peter Pettigrew that betrayed Lily and James, that was the one thing he was dead set on. He would not give it up. He would not stop. He was ready to, kill Peter Pettigrew, child. He was like, how dare you? Like, if y'all seen that scene in Prisoner of Azkaban, where he was like, how dare you? They were our best friends. Like, he couldn't even fathom. He would rather have died than betrayed them, he said. I would rather have died than betray my best friends. So that sense of loyalty, I think Sirius is like the perfect example of like a Syrian starseed, honestly. He was passionate, he was bold, he was very fine. Not that Syrian starseeds are fine. There's no physical attributes that I've written down for them, but that man was fine. I'm not gonna lie right here. Okay. Um the essence of a Syrian star seed is one of love, compassion, and a deep desire to make a positive impact on the world. So whether you resonate as a Syrian star seed or not, there could be messages for you in this reading. So if you're here and you're still watching, listening, welcome, thank you. Already we have the activated ally. So it's giving ally to people who need an ally, people who need help. You could have more power or more, you can throw them around more weight is what I'm hearing in certain situations, and you can do that. You're of your privilege, you have more privileges is the perfect word for it. You know of your privilege and you use that privilege to help people, to be an ally to them. So for example, if you see someone being racially profiled, for example, you can be someone who has privilege. You have um I'm not even gonna bring race into it, but you have privilege. You will not, it's not, you're not someone who will be racially profiled. You can walk up to the person and be like, what's going on? Do you need help? Are you okay? And you're an ally to them in that kind of way, because you're the activated ally, which means you actively go out and seek to help people, which is also a characteristic of a Syrian starseed, okay? They desire to make a positive impact on the world. They have compassion and a deep desire to spread love, okay, and to give love, just be there for people. So that could literally be how you resonate, or there's something they're trying to tell you about that, to more lean into that. It's like a justice complex, whatever you want to call it. I'm not hearing, it's not superiority, it's just like a justice complex. You want to see things done the right way, and if you see things are being done the wrong way, you're going to say something about it. Literally, essentially, is what is coming through here. And I don't know why this is giving me a specific superhero. It's giving me Flash. So it could be something like very fast about you. You talk fast, you walk fast, you run fast, that kind of thing. Because there's like a specific like thing on the side of his head that's like I don't know if it's it helps him communicate with his team or something, but it's like a little, y'all know what I mean. He's his costume, okay? The red one, not the whatever other one they try to make in this new what is it called? DC universe, no. The cinematic universe, no. It's the original red costume, the little thing up the side of his ear. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So you could hear very well. See, and that's literally what I was saying. You could hear someone being bothered or harassed or profiled. You just get up and you're always tuned in. Literally, your ears, you could always be receiving messages, and the message from them is that those messages are divinely guided from them or spirit is what they're trying to say, okay? This is going to be a very chaotic reading, guys. Like, I can't promise it's going to be tidy and wrapped up in a pretty little bow, because group one I was jumping from subject to subject and I feel like it was very discombobulated. It could be that we're in Mercury retrograde, that there's like very potent energies going around, so like a lot of messages want to come through, but ciao, overwhelmed is a good word, okay? And you could be overwhelmed by messages as well. That's why. I'm just like, I don't even know what's up and down right now, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I want to get one more card from this deck to see what else comes through for you guys. Messages from the Sirians. What do they have to say for my group twos, please? That you're an ally. Keep doing what you're doing. They're helping you. They're supporting you. I heard in all your endeavors. We have there are no wrong turns. Interesting. So maybe some of you think you're not doing enough in life right now. Maybe think, and it's funny because here I think X is 10. Is it? Yes. And right before that we have, this is 9. Okay. Here 7 plus 2 is 9. So 99999 could be coming through as well. But there are no wrong turns. And I love, thank you, that I have my angel number book right next to me. I'm like, I thought I would never be able to use it. I can right now. Let's gotta find 99. Okay. Not gonna lie, this influential double digit is complicated and kind of dark. 99 is the empty feeling you get the day after you return from vacation. The sense of being at loose ends the minute you hand in a big project. The echoey atmosphere when your whole family is out of the house, no matter how much you long for them to leave. This number is now what? That follows the thrilling, exciting climax. Like 9, the number 99 encompasses the numbers that come before and symbolize conclusions and completions. In addition, both 9 and 99 epitomize cycles, reminding us that all things eventually end. So yeah, there's something coming to an end. They're saying there's no wrong turn. Maybe you're feeling like you're not doing enough or things are going too slow. Life is like not life in the way you want it to be. And it's kind of like every day can't be the best day ever, is what I'm hearing. But you can make the most of a boring or uneventful day by doing good, by helping others, something along those lines. But they're like, just because things are stagnant right now, there's no such thing as you're on the wrong path or the wrong way. Because either way, whatever you're going through right now is leading you right where you need to be. So you could be going through this bad experience because it's going to help you in the next phase of your life that comes through. You know, that kind of thing. So, dark, right? Don't say we didn't warn you. 99 has joy to it, though finding the joy can be a bit of a struggle. You're struggling to find the joy in everyday life because things seem to be stagnant or you don't feel like you're moving or things are happening. Maybe you had a big accomplishment a few weeks ago and that high is ending and now you're just like, what am I doing again? As soon as things are not always happening and we're not always seeing angel numbers and we're like stuck, we think that we're lost or not on the right path or we lose steam. It's like, no, every day cannot be exciting. You know, sometimes we need those boring days to appreciate the more exciting days even more. And that's literally what they could be saying right now. You're always going to be this activated ally, but every day is not going to be exciting, and it does not mean you're on the wrong path. There's just no such thing as wrong turns. So this looks interesting. Cat lives and lies. Obviously, cats don't have 9 lives. So how did that rumor get started? Some scholars point to feline worshipping ancient Egypt. The cats were admired for their unique combination of excellent hunting skills and liquid grace. Many ancient Egyptians mummified cats so that they would rise with their owners in the afterlife. How sweet. Another reason might be the cat's extreme agility. In what's known as the cat riding reflex, cats can twist themselves around in midair and land on their paws, an astounding feat of physics. In New York City, a cat fell 32 stories and survived. So it's kind of like you've been through so much and it's like it's not over yet. Like life may be boring right now, or you just left a very exciting phase of your life and it's just like you're still activated, you're still on the right path, but it's like more drawn out now. Maybe some of you could be going through like an afterlife phase. I also do have an angel numbers book. Where would 99 be? Not to be sitting here taking up y'all time. 99 completion. Accept the changes to come. There is a completion happening in your life. It's time to reflect on the lessons of the past so as to prepare for what is to come. Endings can be painful, but your angels support you. Repeat this mantra: I accept positive things in my life. Okay? So yeah, things could be a bit dark now. Things could be a bit, stagnant, monotone, boring. And they're telling you that things are coming. You're going to be activated soon. There's completion. So let's see what this completion is. What messages do they have? At the bottom of that, we have Four of Pentacles. Stability, security. The way she's holding her stomach is kind of like self-soothing in a way, but it's also, I'm hearing, regulating your nervous system. I do feel like when we're used to things being very hectic, very rabid, very visceral, and relying on our baser instinct, like, adrenaline or survival instincts for too long, we start thinking that when things are not popping off every day or things seem too quiet or too slow, that there's a problem. And that could be because your nervous system is not regulated enough to deal with calm, to deal with peace, to deal with boring, because maybe in your life you were used to people always cussing every single day, or there always being chaos, or there always being noise. So now that you've reached a place in your life where things are more even killed, things are more peaceful, because she's sitting here holding on to her money, everything is fine. You know what I mean? She has a stable job. She's getting up, going to work, saving her money. The sky is nice and pretty and blue. She's just, complacent is a good word, but not the bad complacent where you're not willing to change or grow. It's just like content in a way. It can lead to you feeling out of sorts because you've been so used to things always being chaotic for so long. That's what I'm getting. The way she's holding her stomach, she's like, my nervous system is used to things always being unstable, loud, rowdy, that kind of thing. You grew up in a household, like I said, where things are just like always popping off and there was no peace and there was no quiet. And now that you're experiencing that, it's like it feels unsettling when it really isn't. Like you're not on the wrong path. It's just things are, you know, stagnant right now. I hope that makes sense. We have Nine of Wands, upright or in reverse. Upright. Perseverance is the Nine of Wands. Not giving up. And that's a part of your power, to not give up. Because you've been through the worst of the worst, which is why you know not to give up. So now that you've had some peace and calm, enjoy the peace and calm before things get hectic again. We have the World. Yeah, you're coming to the end of the cycle, that completion, that 9-9 coming through. And we have the Nine of Swords, really? 9-9 coming through again. So if I didn't already get it from up here, it would have come through down here eventually. But I love that. And then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're bored. And it's funny how we have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There's no need to feel bored. You're not on the wrong path. You didn't make a wrong turn somewhere. Life doesn't always have to be this big, exciting adventure. Sometimes things just need to be calm for you to catch your footing, for you to regroup. It's giving hermit mode. Maybe there's something that's bothering you because you have some unsettled feelings, unresolved traumas. Your inner child needs something, your inner teenager needs something, your old adult self needs something. There's something here that's bothering you. It's like you need to figure out the root of the problem. Because it's more than just life being boring or you feeling bored with life. There's something that you need to dig into to find out why. Do you need more love? Do you need to show yourself more love? Because look, she's a beautiful rainbow cup, and she's just like, no, I'm good. That there's things right in front of you that you're not realizing or seeing because you're too busy maybe waiting for the next shoe to drop. So you're never able to enjoy the silence of the peace because maybe, like I said, you were used to things never staying quiet for long. So now when you have quiet, you're kind of like a snake ready to attack because you know something is coming. You're gonna have to defend yourself, but it's like it's not coming. You're safe. You're okay. There's something about a cycle of your life coming to an end, a cycle where you're full of anxiety, waiting for something to happen, unsettled. I'm hearing at large. So maybe someone could be at large. Maybe some of you are really anxious filled because something could have happened to you and the person who did it is still at large. So you're always going to have that anxiety. Wow, that was very specific. It's kind of like your mind is always on 100 with the way her or his, whatever this thing is, their head is burning. You know? Get another card from this deck. What else do you have to say to my group twos, please? We have trust and act accordingly. So everything's okay. You are safe, especially if this is like an actual physical event that happened and you're like your assailant or your aggressor is still at large. Like you are safe. Trust and act accordingly. So if there's no reason for you to be scared in your life right now, act accordingly. If there is a reason, they said trust. Okay? Because something is coming to an end soon. This stagnant phase in your life, whether it's you being bored with life right now, that is coming to an end right now. It's like it's better to enjoy the quiet down moments because when life gets hectic, you're going to be wishing for these moments. It's that kind of thing, you know? There's also something that you are being like, there's a reason why we have downtime. Because, like I said, we have to heal something, come to realization, reflect on the last big thing that happened, understand why it happened, how it happened, show appreciation for that, and then we're able to move on to something new. There could be something here you're avoiding with the Four of Cups here. There's something that's being shown to you, given to you. You're just like, no, I'm just gonna ignore. And in the Four of Pentacles, we saw her head was turned away, and her head is turned away as well. Her face is covered. She's looking like, I'm not gonna back down here in the card. But this card here, she just wants to be free, child. What are y'all dealing with? What's going on? What's going on? Can I get a clarifier for what is this anxiety coming through? What are they fighting? Please, my group twos. What are they fighting? Seven of Cups. Having too many options. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, things being boring. You not knowing where to go next. Or you, like I said, something happened. It was big. It was fun. And now it just kind of fizzled out. And you're waiting for that next big break again. You have Two of Cups in reverse. No love, no dating. You're just bored with life and love. And then we have Seven of Wands. So we have two nines coming through. We have two sevens coming through. Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups. And two fours as well, because we have the Four of Pentacles. So a lot of angel numbers or master numbers, I should say, 77, 99, and 44. There could be someone here with you guys not feeling safe. Or like I said, always waiting for I said it already, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're not settled because you think something's going to come and pull the wool over your eyes or pull the rug from underneath you. Feeling stuck, not knowing what to do next. Yeah, you have all these ideas and you don't know which one to go with. Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe some of you aren't looking for love, but love is looking for you, is what I'm hearing. Because the Four of Cups is somebody offering you a cup of love, which would equal four, which brings balance and stability. But instead, you want to stay with your Three Cups, which is that wild child, happy, going out every night kind of energy. And Two of Cups is more so settled relationship, dating energy. And you guys want to stay in your bachelor or bachelorette ways where you're not ready to settle down, kind of thing. That could be coming through as well for some of you, where you're rejecting the thought of a relationship, even though it's staring you right in the face. And it's kind of like it's time for you to move on from that. Yeah, maybe some of you are bored in a relationship, and it's because you're used to toxic and volatile relationships that you think that your relationship not having any fights or not being overly passionate or dramatic or toxic is boring, and now you're just like, oh, I'm ready to move on from this person. And it's like, no, stop it. You've lost a passion for this connection. You're exploring other options or wanting to date other people. Guys, if this is true, stop playing. Like I say, your nervous system is so used to toxic or unpredictable that when you have safe and secure and stable, it scares you when you're just like, I'm bored. It's not being bored. You have to find out why and heal that. That's what you need to do. That's what they could be trying to tell y'all as well. Stop thinking that relationships that are not full of passion and drama are boring. That's not it. Safe, security, that's beautiful. Nobody want to be here in a relationship always fighting, always wondering what that person doing. Like, you could be used to that. Yes, that's what you think a relationship is supposed to be, and you're like, oh, I'm bored because he's too safe, he's too nice, he's too this. There's no such thing as too safe and too nice. Stop it. Especially when it comes to relationship, because you want someone to treat you nice. Maybe you see what this is giving me. Love Island, Leah and Connor. Her first relationship in the villa was with what's the dude's name, Rob, where he was the drama literally in that show. Leo was a drama as well, but we're not surprised because she was a Leo. The surprising thing was that Rob was a Virgo, which wasn't that surprising to me as well when I heard it. But them together was drama, and that's all Leo wanted was drama. She wanted screaming, she wanted cussing, she wanted toxic essentially. And when Rob ditched her for another girl, she was popping up for a second there. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be toxic Leah now, whatever. Like, I've been trying to behave in here, but I'm gonna really show out now, whatever." And then she was at risk of going home. And then Connor came in, which was one of her good friends, Janae's guys. And he was always like, "Oh yeah, Janae is all right, but I've always had a thing with Leah," but she was always, still hung up on Rob. So then she started dating Connor, and she was doing it to be safe, essentially, and stay in the villa, I think. So once her spot in the villa was secured, she literally came to her friends the next day saying, like, I think I chose the wrong person. I don't want him anymore. He gave me the ick. And they just all started laughing and laughing. And they're just like, girl, Connor's an actually nice guy. And she's like, I know he's a nice guy, but I'm bored. Like, I like toxic men. She literally admitted that. And it's just like, he was too safe. He was too boring. He was too secure for her. And she was like, no, I want the toxic. Y'all. Anyway, that could be coming through as well a little bit here, where you think that safe and quiet and um homely is boring. Coming home every day, making a nice dinner, and then going to bed is boring. You'd rather, where is he? Who is he talking to? I don't trust him. I like that anxious because you're so used to that. That's what your body's like. Oh, that's what we want. Now we're bored. We're too bored here. Things are too quiet, too nice. Child, that could be coming through. And Seven of Wands. In reverse. Like, Seven of Wands upright is like a very combative, protecting your peace kind of energy. You are wanting the peace to go out, and you want the drama to come in. Because if you see this card upright, she's literally protecting her peace. She has a little bubble around her. She's keeping up her boundaries very high, not allowing any of these people and their energies to infiltrate her safe space. When this is in reverse, you're allowing too many different energies to infiltrate your safe space, which is why you could also be feeling unsettled as well. More namaste. Let's get out my way. Let me stop. Okay, since we have two sevens coming through, I do wanna read about 7777. I don't know why I go all the way thinking that. 77. Calm fears. Oh, wow. These are all making sense. Exactly. You are supported. The fears you may not, the fears you have may not go anywhere anytime soon, but they don't have to control you. Your angels are reassuring you that they give you their full support. Work on calming your fears today by taking a bath, going on a nature walk, or simply enjoying a cup of tea. And it's funny how I was saying we have two sevens and we have two fours, and 44 is 444 is really like you're protected. So let's go to 44 as well and see what they have to say about it. So yeah, there's something here about you needing to realize why boring triggers you so bad. And I think we've already gotten to the bottom of it. You're so used to always having to be on the defense that it's hard for you to let down your defenses here at the Seven of Wands. Now, 44 is divine intervention. Ask for protection. The angelic realm is around you presently. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. Lie in meditation today and repeat this mantra: I am ready for divine intervention in my life. Now, since this is a reading about the Sirians, they could be aiding your angels and helping you learn how to regulate your nervous system, to not always be on your haunches, or always be defensive, or always want drama, or always want this and that. There's something about that as well. Always be anxious about something, not being able to sleep. Maybe they help you sleep. They come in like ease your worries and help you sleep. How do they help you in your everyday life? They help you not give up, because this is very tiring. Like wanting stability and wanting that, but not being comfortable with it, or finding the nice guy boring when that's all you really want. That's all you really want: security and stability. When you have it, you get bored and you end up like maybe sabotaging or starting fights for no reason, that kind of thing. And in order to get to the bottom of that, you have to realize where that trauma comes from and heal it. You know, it doesn't happen overnight, but they're helping you with that. Letting down your defenses, the Seven of Wands. The Two of Cups in reverse, letting in romantic relationships, not being always like, I don't want it, I'm good, I don't want love, I don't need love, that kind of thing as well. And look at how the one he's pointing at is the one that's free flowing with water. So they help you. It was right there and it left. Come on. They help you dissect your emotions, essentially, is what the Syrians do in your everyday life. They help you, or they want to help you dissect your emotion and realize why you do the things you do or feel the way you feel. Now, what I'm going to do is get some cards from the Star Seed Oracle to see what else they have to say. I just hope this reading made sense for you guys. Are you coming out? Yes, you are. What do the Star Seeds have to say? We have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That is literally that trust and act accordingly. Don't always think the other shoe is going to drop and think you're too quiet. No. Things can be quiet and it's a good thing. There's no calm for the storm in this instance. Just take baby steps. If it's hard for you to trust wholeheartedly, maybe they help you with your indecision. When you struggle with indecision, they're there helping you make decisions. Interesting. We have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. See, so now this is definitely tying into some past traumas here. Maybe you were never able to make your own decisions when you were growing up because decisions were always made for you. And now that you have to make decisions, you're always indecisive. Like I said, they're helping you make better decisions, you know? Like a parent was always telling you, no, you can't wear blue. So now when you want to wear something, or they were always telling you what you couldn't wear. And now that you're older, you're like, I don't know who I am or what I want to do. And that's the first step, finding out who you are and what you want to do. What colors do you like? You know, that starts by figuring out what colors you like, wearing different colors to see what clothes fit and what don't. If you find out at the end of the day you don't like blue, then give away the blue clothes and keep the clothes that you feel cute in, the clothes you want. If you don't know what you like to do, start off doing everything and then you find what you enjoy the most. If there's something here about you never experiencing a true sense of peace of self or sense of self, there's something here about them helping you do that. And it takes baby steps. Like I said, buying different colors of what you want to wear, just for example's sake. And if you find out somewhere down the line you don't like the blue clothes that you bought, donate them, send them back. If you don't know what hobbies you love, start do with everything, and then you will be able to, what is it called? What's the saying? You'll be able to hmm, tie them down, shrink them down. No, you all know what I mean. Y'all will be able to figure out which ones work for you. If you don't know what your favorite food is, you are always being told what to eat. Start by trying a little bit of everything, and sooner or later you'll find out, wow, it's right there, but it's not coming. Narrow it down. Thank you. Sure. You'll be able to narrow down what you actually want, who you actually are. What, and it's like, for example, if you've only been in toxic relationships, your body, your heart, your mind think we want the toxic relationship. No, we want the good parts that that relationship gave us. Start by writing those things down, and then you figure out what you actually want. You don't want the toxic person. You want the things they did and how they made you feel. That can be found in someone who makes you feel safe, but it starts with recognizing your triggers, or recognizing what you are doing wrong, or recognizing what could be done better is a better way to put it. So forge, do not follow. So forge a new path and figure out what you want or what you want to do. Is literally what they're saying. And the Sirians are helping you with that. Like I said, they're helping you be more decisive and narrow things down. Now, the next card we have is Breath of the These came out in group one, so maybe some of you feel called to group one. We have Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Or this could just be them micromanaging everybody's life. Literally. Like they're just sitting there and or they're trying to get you to micromanage your life. Stop looking at things in big picture thinking. You're supposed to look at small picture thinking, because that's the day to day, the small things, not the big things. Like I was saying at the beginning, you're too focused on the big events, and it's like sometimes you have to be content with the smaller events. Okay, if you want to add more pizzazz, maybe try to eat something new for dinner, and that'll be your exciting moment for the day. You know, take a stroll down a different, find a different way to walk home, and discover new things. You'll discover a new bakery, a new shop. You'll find your new favorite Chinese restaurant. You'll find your new favorite bakery. You'll meet somebody new. You'll bump into a stranger. You never know, but if things are too boring, there are little small things you can do to make your life more exciting. Honestly, you know, go to a movie after work instead of going straight home because you don't want to be alone. That kind of thing. Buying a new meal and learning how to cook. You know what I mean? Finding a new show to watch. That'll be your little exciting because I know me. When I'm home, reading a new book, finding a new book to read, or finding a book club. You know, that's exciting because you're going to be reading that book in excitement for when you guys can come together and um talk about the book. You know, so those things are exciting, but they're small things. They're not big things like a raise or going on a vacation or a friend's birthday or a new milestone or meeting a new boyfriend or falling in love for the first time. It's not as big as that, but there are small things in the everyday life or the everyday humdrum that we can kind of spark creativity or excitement. Because, like I said, I know when I find a new show, that's like my little excitement for the day. Like, oh my gosh, the show was so good. You know what I mean? And like that kind of takes the place of me. Like, oh, today wasn't that. You know, nothing spectacular happened, but I found a new show. I made a new meal. I went to a new coffee shop. You know, I went up and talked to that cute guy. I went to the library and read for a little bit. You know, that kind of thing. There's little exciting things you can like sprinkle in your life to make it more exciting if you think it's too boring. Now, for example, if this is a relationship that you're bored with, or relationships that you get bored with, there are small little things you can do to like spice it up. It doesn't have to be toxic. If what you're looking for is that feel of excitement that you get from an argument, or this person like keeping you in your soul in your trigger like defense mechanism, then you can like do little small things like play games, you know, game nights. Those, what is it called? Those adult games that they play, the strip poker, the add some things to the bedroom that are fun. Like there are certain things you can do to spice things up. Like everything doesn't have to be boring just because a person is safe. And it will make it that much better because this person makes you actually feel safe to do these things. You're not scared of doing it, thinking that they're gonna tie you up and never untie you. That's a funny example, but you know, like you have trust and safety with that person. You're just adding little things to spice it up. You know, it's like ice cream is great by itself, but we love a good sprinkle. We love a good peanut. We love a good chocolate bar. We love a good something spiced up a little bit, but we can't have it all the time. You know? Okay. I think that is the end of the reading for you guys, though. That is what the Sirians had to say for y'all. Some of you could be approaching 30, feeling like life hasn't really done anything for you and nothing exciting has happened. Some of you could be 27, 28, 29, 30, around those ages where everyone's getting married, having kids, like going on vacations, getting engaged, finding their dream career, and you're just sitting here like, meh. Like nothing exciting is happening for you, but it's like that's coming to an end. Things are like, don't worry, don't fret, my pet. Okay, like Steve Urkel would tell Laura. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing the birth of the cosmos here. So it's kind of like you're still in the cocoon. Like life hasn't really started for you yet. So don't worry about life starting for other people. Like you still have so much more to go and so many milestones to reach and so many exciting memories to have, experience, you know? But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want to keep going in circles. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your 111-year-old self, then welcome to this reading. Today's reading, we're going to be getting into some messages from the Sirians, whatever they have to say. This was a viewer requested video. Okay, so she basically requested how do they support her in her everyday life. So we're going to get into that. How do they support you in your everyday life, and just some messages they have for you in general. Okay. But before that, for those of you who are not familiar with the Syrian starseed archetype, I'm going to get into it right now. So Syrians are the peacekeepers and the guardians. They're bold, strong-willed, and passionate with a keen sense of responsibility and leadership. So my example was, just think of Sirius from Harry Potter. So he was very loyal. Okay, he was very bold. He was very out there, and he had a great sense of loyalty, right from wrong, that kind of thing. And once he had that idea in his mind, it was hard for him to like not think about it, because I always think about how he reacted so viscerally to the fact that it was Peter Pettigrew that outed Lily and James. So he knew he didn't do it, but he was sitting in Azkaban for how 11 years or so, because Harry was like around 11 or at that time, maybe like 13, 14, you know. So he was in Azkaban for how many years since Harry was a baby? And he was like, yeah, cool, fine. But it wasn't until he realized or figured it out that it was Peter Pettigrew that he escaped from Azkaban, and he was hell bent on killing that mofo. Like, he was hell bent. Like, he was like so, like, even when he saw Peter Pettigrew and he was like, oh, Voldemort threatened to kill me, you would have done the same thing. He's like, no, I would have died. You know what I mean? I would have died before I betrayed my best friend. He was like so like, ugh, about it. So yeah, like I just think of Sirius. Like, not that his name was only Sirius, but like his person, his sense of self, and all of that is like perfect for the Sirian starseed. Okay, but also, the essence of a Syrian starseed is one of love, compassion, and a deep desire to make a positive impact on the world. Okay, so he would have liked the world. He was like the world would have been a better place without Peter Pettigrew, the likes of him. Okay, thank you. So your 111-year-old self, already we have angel number, and it's funny that I like just have my angel number books right next to me. Okay, so let's get into what 111 means in this book, and then I have another book for you guys, since I mean that is the most logical place to start. So 111 is a screenshot. Pause and reset your thinking. When you see 111, think of the universe as taking a screenshot of your frame of mind right now. Everything that is going on, all your thoughts, feelings, goals, and dreams is going to be replicated. Get on a high vibe quickly so you can manifest your best life moving forward. Repeat the mantra, I am in alignment with my authentic self. So those of you who chose this pile, you guys are very much authentic in who you are. And I love how I use that same example of Sirius for every group, but for you guys, I said he had a strong sense of self. Like I didn't say that for every other group. So there's a reason why I said that, and it's because you guys are authentic in who you are and you don't change for anyone. And I do feel like that authenticity that you do have is in part to maybe some of you being a Syrian starseed because they are very unique, especially in their need and want to make a positive impact on the world. Okay, but I do feel like that it's scary to be authentic in today's world because everyone has an opinion. Everybody likes certain things. Everybody wants to look a certain way, act a certain way, be a certain way. When you don't, it's hard to continue being that person. But for you guys, you do not. Ooh, why did I just crack? My voice cracked. You do not waver in who you are. You do not allow anyone or society to influence how you act. Once you figured out the person you wanted to be, you stuck with it. You never change. Okay, you never flip flop. You never faltered. Okay, and I do feel like that is they're either praising you for that or they're saying we had a hand in giving you the courage to continue being your unapologetic self. So in this book, they go way more in depth about 111. So let's get into it. We have, it's hard not to feel good when you see the number one. So it's hard not to feel extra good when you see angel numbers 111 or 1111. These repetitions speak to our individuality, imbuing us with a hefty glow of confidence. Talk about an ego boost. Even if we're confident enough as is, 111 indicates that all is right with the universe. Repeated number ones are happy, boisterous, and exuberant. They are dynamic and vibrant. They're loud, but in a good way. I think this can be describing you guys. You're confident, you're happy, boisterous, and exuberant. You're dynamic and vibrant. You're loud, but in a good way. Okay, I'm hearing loud and proud. If you have something to say, you're saying it loud and proud. So, seeing them is a positive thing, especially if you're about to make a decision or embark on a new life path. So, some of you could be life path um 11s or 1s, that's a thing. So, how many angel numbers reward attention? 111 verbally, veritably demands it. Repeating ones are hard to ignore, much like the ego or the sun. But unlike the ego or the sun, there probably won't be any ill effects if you play these numbers too much. If you pay these numbers too much attention. Multiple number ones remind us to say yes. They can serve as the proverbial kick in the butt to get moving to try something new. If you're feeling stagnant in some areas of your life, 111 will not only help you make a change, but also help you feel that the change is the right one. Now, I do feel like I want to read this here. The luckiest day of the year. Some numerologists believe that November 11th is the luckiest day of the year and that wishes will be made at 11:11 a.m. or p.m. will come true. The next time 11:11 rolls around, go ahead and set an alarm or reminder to make a wish. Increase your chances with another commonly held belief about making wishes come true, such as blowing out birthday candles or spotting a ladybug. Oh, ladybugs are a sign of a wish come true? I bet. Next time I see one, I got you. Okay, so your 111-year-old self, maybe some of you may live to 111 or you have family members who have, or that is something that runs in your family, is something that's coming through as well. So, there's something here about you having that innate wisdom, which is why you're so comfortable being that person. That wisdom would come from the Syrian stars. So like I said, they're either highlighting this part of you, or they're saying, "Hey, we played a part in that." You know what I mean? Could be both, honestly. But like you have this wisdom, you have this sense of self, and you have this courage, this exuberance to just be who you are. And I think this is them like praising that part of you, honestly, more than anything else, whether they have something to do with it or not. Okay. So for whatever reason, I feel called to read about this person in the book. So let me just get the book first and foremost. Just pass it. Your 111-year-old self, the attributes wisdom, fullness, and contentment. Your 111-year-old self wants to provide you guidance, wisdom, and advice, but only if asked. Imagine yourself in the future with the distinct perspective of having lived a full, rich life. Your 111-year-old self has seen it all, your ups and downs, your loves and heartbreaks, your successes and perceived failures, all of it. From this extended perspective, they are waiting to be called in for guidance. So, potential questions to ask this archetype: how do you, my 111-year-old self, have to say about this? Or what do you? How can I follow my true path to where you are? What obstacles am I not seeing? What are the mistakes you wish you hadn't made? Do you have any regrets? So maybe it's saying to go into a meditative state and ask these questions to your 111-year-old self, and you might just get some clarity. So this person holds all the wisdom into who you are and your life. Okay, the full life you've lived. Like I said, your ups, your downs, your perceived failures, your successes. You know, your heartbreaks, your falling in love, those kinds of things. They have seen it all. So if you ever really need some reassurance, maybe try to connect with this 111-year-old self to figure out just how good life got for us. Okay, like, what did we do? How many grandkids we have? Like, you know what I mean? Just call on that energy to kind of give you that peace of mind that things are going to turn out the way you want it to, you know? A wish come true. And then we have the freaking alchemical artist. So immediately right off the bat, it's giving me you guys have specific talents in manifesting, in making certain things happen, and always knowing the right thing to do and how to go about it, essentially. Because the alchemical, did I say archetypal artist? What am I talking about? The alchemical artist. Alchemy is making one thing and turning it into another. It's literally sorcery. It's magic. It's alchemy. There's like nothing that you can say, and you're the alchemical artist. And you guys keep getting archetypes. There are different things in this deck, but you guys keep getting archetypes. And why would I put the book back? That's crazy. No one else is really getting archetypes, but you guys are. So let's see what this dude gotta say. The alchemical artist. I just feel like I've been reading the whole time for y'all. Okay. Attributes: creativity, artistry, new combinations, transcendence, and greater self, which is that. So you may know of alchemy, the science of transmutation, from ancient efforts to turn lead into gold. But there is another, greater purpose to transform from your small self into your greater self. The alchemical artist stands ready to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, creating art from new combinations of what is in front of you. So very creative. The artist's purpose is to bring beauty, truth, and new ideas through their creation. You are the ultimate creation, ready to evolve. As both the artist and the creation, you can become the alchemical artist. So there is something here about your creativity, like I said, you being uniquely you and only being able to bring certain insights or different perspectives into certain projects or artistic endeavors. Okay, so there's something here about you, only you being able to make a certain thing, or only you being able to do a certain thing, and you need to take pride in that because that is something that you were blessed with by either your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, you know, God, or the Sirian starseed. If you do resonate as being a Sirian starseed, be gifted you this creativity. Now it's time for you to use it, or they're praising you for using it. Okay, some of you could literally make clothes. You could make specific kinds of blankets. When I look at this blanket here, I'm seeing the blanket from Twilight. I believe it is Eclipse. Yeah, I think it's Eclipse. Where they go and visit Bella's mom, and the mom ended up making a quilt of all their T-shirts. They would go to like different states, and they would bring they would buy T-shirts essentially, and then she like, I want you to always remember me. Because I think Bella was going away to college, and she was like, I want you to have this blanket to always remember our trips, you know? And most people wouldn't think of that, like to turn those t-shirts into a blanket, but she definitely did. And that was very artistic of her. And of course, that was going to be her only creation because she only had one set of those shirts, you know? So no one will ever be able to make that the way she did it because no one has been to the same places, no one has had the same experiences, and no one will be able to make that same exact quilt as her. They may be able to see it and copy it, but they wouldn't have been able to come up with the idea like she did. So maybe you are given certain ideas from the Sirians. They're telling you to move along with them, to do them. Whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you're thinking about right now is what I just heard. Do it. That is what is gonna make you the artist you want to become, and that is what your 111-year-old self is telling you to do as well. So you have specific artistic talents that no one else has that you're meant to show the world. And you were blessed with them for a reason. Okay, so what else do the Syrians have to say? How do they help you in your everyday life? What messages they have to say? You have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you are literally able to manifest whatever you want. That wish come true energy. That's the alchemical artist. They make whatever they want. What is this card? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, generosity. Yeah. Oh, you guys are just gifted. You guys are just blessed. What the heck? The Six of Pentacles is generosity from the universe. We have Six of Swords. It's generosity from the universe, being able to do whatever you want and get what you want. They are giving you a leg up. They're literally helping you because it's just like, you are chosen. They chose you for this. So they know that no one else would be able to do it the way you do it, which is why they're giving you extra help. It's like extra credit. You're staying behind class. They're giving you extra attention. We have the Queen of Cups, yeah, because you're connected and very artistic with the Queen of Cups because the cups is a suit of art. We have, I don't think these cards are supposed to be out, so we're gonna put these back. Like you have something to give the world. You were literally chosen as this person to give these certain things, and some things may pop off bigger than the other, but literally whatever you want, you're capable of manifesting for yourself. And there's a lot of cups coming through, so it's like something artistic, something using your intuition. So it's kind of like you have wisdom to give, you have art to show. um and I'm hearing you're underestimating yourself. I'm also hearing as soon as you take a step in the right direction, they're going to be there helping you. So there's something you're scared to do, saying, oh, what if I fail? And I'm hearing, oh, but what if you fly? you know and with this leg up, this Six of Pentacles, this generosity, this donation, essentially this investment in you and your talents and your gifts. So you're either going to be investing in yourself, I feel like, as well. They're telling you it's time for you to invest in yourself, and in you investing in yourself, they're going to be able to invest in you as well. Okay, which is reminding me of a pick a card that I just did literally. I have another channel on YouTube here. I'm not only the Pleiadian Priestess, I'm also Daughter of the Divine Incorporated, and I did a reading on that Instagram today about this 8-8 portal, which also inspired this reading as well because the Sirius star is also very important during the 8-8 portal. And this person had recommended this reading for a minute, but it wasn't until now that I felt called to do it. And I do feel like because the Sirius energy is potent now, okay, with this portal. So I did a pick a card on that Instagram, and it said something here about because you're now investing in yourself and the things that only invest in you, things are going to be happening faster. So it's like beating a dead horse. The horse already dead, child. Why are you still beating it? You know? But now if you were to go and, plant new seeds and flower it, and water it and give it sunshine and invest in it and take care of it, those new things will sprout into something better. Because you are investing in it, but also the universe and the Sirians are also investing in it with you. They're pouring into it as well. They're giving it a little bit of their secret special sauce. So they can't do that until you embark on it. They can't force you to do it. And that's literally what something said, that your 111-year-old self cannot step in until you ask for the help. Wow. There's something here about you needing help, maybe you feeling lost, and you having the power in your hands if you'd only ask for it. they would help, they would step in, but you have to ask for it. The same way when I first was getting into spirituality and I was like asking this spiritualist, whatever you want to call her, I was like, how do I get more in touch with my guardian angels? And she's like, they cannot help you unless you ask for help. So what I suggest you do is you take some time to yourself, you go in a little quiet corner and you literally just say like a little devotional saying, you know, like people do before readings, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest good of myself, please help me during with this yet specific thing. Please help me find the right path. Please help me find the way. Please help me figure out what to do. Please help me get the job. Please help me um or keep redirecting me until I find my true purpose. You have to willingly ask, or they can't just because they can't just step in. They kind of like need permission. How some vampires in some movies or some universes, some worlds need permission in order to be let in. That's the same thing with the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. They can't do whatever they want without your, say so. So they're like, ask for this help. You have this connection, this deep reserve, this deep connection to the spiritual realm. And it's like you can get messages from them if you ask. You know? But you have to open that door first. They can't just they're trapped outside in the cold and the rain. I had them just out there, and they want to help you heal and move on and find your true purpose. Because literally, these crows, which always give me like spiritual guides, are pulling the boat, and she's just there crying, and they're just like, "Girl, you need to help. You need to ask for some help. We can't do this all. You can't do it all by yourself, and we can't do it all by ourselves. We have to work together." And once you fully immerse yourself and tap into this spiritual, this cosmic pool, cosmic knowledge, cosmic reserve of artistic ability, of messages, of empathy, that kind of thing, then you're able to be then you're going to be able to fully embody this 111-year-old self and this alchemical artist. So they're literally in your everyday life helping your wishes come true. They're helping you get a little extra coin. But I do feel like a lot of these things you have to ask for more. They can only do so much. You have to ask and then you have to help. It's kind of like that co-create with the universe card. Sound medicine is what I'm hearing as well. Sound healing, sound bowls, being by or in water that's coming through here and here, grounding yourself. Yeah, so those literally finding a place of quiet to pray, to help, to meditate, to travel, whatever you do, whatever you call it, and ask for their help, get messages from them, and know what to do next. That's literally what's coming through for you guys. I do want one more. No, I want more tarot cards. What else is coming through? So the more tapped in you are, the more wishes are going to be able to come true, the more they're going to be able to help, and the more they're going to be able to pull you towards where you're supposed to go. Even if you're feeling down and out and you don't know what to do, her head is down, she's defeated, ask for the help and they're going to be there pulling the ship. They're going to be there pulling the boat. But they can't do it if you don't ask, like I said, okay? What other messages? You have Ace of Wands. Yeah, creation, creative ideas, passion, moving forward. We have Page of Cups that keeps coming through. All these cups, it's an energy of like starting. I'm hearing believing in things you can't always see as well. Because every time I see this card, I hear like when pigs fly. And it's like, pigs are flying. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to actually see. Wow. I swear I just got jump scared. I look at the corner of my eye and I feel like I saw something there. But it was like white. Like literally, like when pigs fly, angels, like they're there, but you just really can't see them sometimes, you know? It's like open up your mind, expand your mind, light that fire, light a candle, and lay in bed and just, open yourself up to all the energies and ask for the help, and it'll be there. I'm hearing just call my name and I'll be there. Just look over your shoulder, honey. And I literally did, and that's where I saw the bright flash of light. That scared the heck out of me, y'all. So yeah. Hold on, my eye got itchy. A mess. Okay, so you don't have to see pigs fly to believe that pigs can actually fly. You know that saying, "Oh, this will happen when pigs fly." Like it doesn't have. I'm trying to explain it properly. And it keeps coming through jumbled. Just essentially what I've been saying before. Ask for their help, and the things that you want to you think are impossible or that will only happen when pigs fly will be able to happen because you're going to have that help, that support. Okay, they're telling you you're more tapped in than you think you are. You just got to believe it. And seeing is not always believing. Believing is believing. And look at how his feet is dangling here, and they disappear and show up in the sky. He's like, huh, what the heck? That's that alchemist, that magic that happens. And here we have two hands making a heart. What is that about? You have so much love to give. So much love to give, they're saying. So much. The word just came and left. How rude. So many projects. Thank you. So many projects to give. I'm hearing you don't just have one specific path in life. You're supposed to be many different things. So, for example, you could be someone who is very spiritual and you have a tarot reading channel, and then you could be someone who makes music and someone who performs. Like, it's not just one way of living. You're not supposed to do just one thing. You're supposed to do many different things. There's a big vibe coming through. You're destined to love and be loved is also what I'm hearing as well. You're destined to be this empath, to be this sensitive person that picks up on the things that other people can't and won't. You're literally here to believe in the impossible and to make others believe in the impossible as well. So when you do the things, and it's literally the saying that everything is impossible until someone does it. A lot of things that we have, that we've seen, that we've experienced in life has been impossible or was said to be impossible until someone did it. So it's like when you finally do what you think is impossible, you're giving people the fuel they need to do that as well. You're supposed to be that leader that is coming through with the Sirians. You're supposed to be bold, strong willed, and passionate, you know, with a keen sense of responsibility and leadership. You're supposed to forge the path and then others will follow. Literally. Okay, so I want one more card from this deck here. What other messages do you have for group 3, please? Your words create worlds, 44. Yeah. Your words create worlds. You're supposed to be, like I said, write books, create fantasy worlds. Maybe you're supposed to be the next J.K. Rowling or the next you instead of the next J.K. Rowling. Maybe you're supposed to write the next big Harry Potter franchise. The way maybe the person who wrote J.K. didn't never knew her book was going to be do that well. The person who wrote Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins, never thought her book was going to do that well. The lady who wrote freaking Divergent series, Veronica, is it Collins or something? Veronica Ross. She never thought she was gonna be her series would get that big, but they never would have known until they did it. They did it, put it out in the universe, and they said, "Here, we got it from here." Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, all these big franchises, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know, they never know how it's gonna do until they got an idea. They built upon it. They put time into it. They asked for help. They brought people on, and then it became the biggest things ever in pop culture. So it's like you'll never know until you actually like I'm here. Put your foot in it. Okay, you're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. The food is coming out all right, but you got to put your whole foot in it, child. You know. His feet are dangling, exactly. Put your whole foot in it. but your words create worlds. So, like I said, there's something here about you being able to manifest things by talking it into existence, writing it down, singing it. There's something about that. You're a great manifester. Now, from these books that I have here, I'm going to read from, I'm going to read 44. 44 rubs some people the wrong way. It creates tension and anxiety, possibly symbolizing problems. The number can produce the very tension and anxiety of which it warns. Ugh. Hold up. Before you flip the page and go on to another number, here's some good news. For other people, power number 44 signifies healing and getting better, not ugh. For us, 44 is connected to both worry and wellness. When you think about it, tension, anxiety, and healing are fundamentally linked. Trainers will tell you that being tense can lead to injuries. Understandably, if we are or someone we know is hurting, we likely feel anxious or concerned. Too much worry, of course, can wreak havoc on the healing process. In fact, the power of positive thinking is now acknowledged as a core component of wellness. A study at Johns Hopkins University found that people with a positive outlook were around 33% less likely than more negative folks to have a cardiovascular event, even if those people had a family history of heart disease. You could say that smiling, being more optimistic, and performing other acts related to positive thinking contribute to lowering the cardiovascular problems. That is something to smile about for sure. Now, 4 equals 4. The number 4 is the only number whose name in English has the same number of letters as the number itself. That is to say, 4 equals 4 is 4. If you don't believe us, then try thinking of different numbers and their names. So it's like everything is connected, everything works how it's supposed to be, kind of message coming through as well. Maybe you're someone who's more of a pessimist, who don't believe in yourself that much, and they're trying to help you with that. And here we have 2 sixes. So should I read about 6 as well? Sometimes called the Main Street of America, Route 66 once ran from Chicago to Los Angeles. The highway opening in 1926. 20 years later, Nat King Cole cemented the road's place in our cultural consciousness when he urged listeners to get your kicks on Route 66. While we can't be sure the Federal Highway Administration or King Cole's jazz trio had numerology in mind, number 66 nevertheless conveys a spirit adventure. After the contemplation and concentration required by 55, the number 66 lets you go. Go make those choices, go hit the open road, and go have some new experiences. 66 gives you a chance to flaunt your brain work. In fact, this number veritably requires you to move. Thinking is great, it appears to say, but at some point you need to translate those thoughts into actions. Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, exactly. You could think about something, there's something you've been thinking about, something you've been wanting to do, and you've just been like hemming and hawing, saying, no, maybe next time, maybe tomorrow. Like, no, now. Your words create worlds. Stop sitting on things. The what you think is impossible can actually happen. Naturally, this encouragement can prompt feelings of fear or lead to recklessness. When forced to act, we often pick whatever's easiest, readily available, or most familiar. Or we make a quick decision just to get to the act of choosing over with. Or we make a quick decision just to get the act of choosing over with. Let 66 be a reminder to go another way. Encourage yourself to act. At the very least, consider a different option. So 6 is perfection. While we love all numbers equally around here, the number 6 is pretty perfect. 6 is the smallest perfect number, according to number theory. A number is said to be perfect when its positive divisors add up to the number itself. So 6 is divisible by 3, 2, and 1, and 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6. The next perfect number is 28. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 equals 28, followed by 4, 9, 6, and 8, 1, 2, 8. So you are perfect. You are perfection. Whatever you want to happen can happen is essentially what I keep hearing or what keeps coming through. Invest in that idea, invest in yourself, and it will come back. It'll come back to you. Tenfold is what I just heard. Now I want to get some cards from this deck here. No, I gotta shuffle first. That just didn't feel right. Yeah, stay away from things that don't feel right. Do things that do feel right. Maybe right now you're doing things that don't feel right and they're telling you to do something that feels right. You know not doing something doesn't feel right, which is why you could be a little unsettled or in your head or in your mind or caught up. And they're just like, do it and you'll feel better. Take that action. Here we have your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Wow. Synchronicities. Talk about a synchronistic event. That's literally all we've been talking about. The alchemical artist, manifestation, creative accountability. We have Page of Cups, which is all about creativity as well. Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups, which is fulfilling your creative endeavor. Whether it's singing, artists, making a book. Some of you want to write, some of you want to sing, some of you want to do these things, dance, whatever. Make songs and you're just not doing it. And they're like, do it. We have you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. With all these cups, though, there is a tendency to feel too much and be taken advantage of or to be codependent, is a vibe that I'm getting. For someone like you who has so much cups in their energy or has so much um, depth of emotion, so much empathy, so much feeling, you have to be careful with different people because they will take advantage of you. One thing about people, they will. People may steal your ideas. You say something in passing and they just turn up and do it one day. And it's like, because your words create worlds. And when you're telling people about your things instead of doing it yourself, you're giving them that fuel and then they go and make millions off of your idea. And it's like, what did you expect? Your words create worlds. You told them and they went and created a world. It's kind of like a songwriter who just gives their songs to artists and watch them pop off and be famous because they're too scared. They just want to be behind the scenes. And it's like, you're meant to be in the spotlight, honestly. But if songwriting is all you want to do, that's fine. But if you are a songwriter who wants to be a singer but you're just scared, that's not fine. If you're fine with just being a singer and not writing your own songs, cool. But if you're a singer and you want to try writing your own songs, but someone has told you you're not the best writer, to hell with them. Do it anyway. If you're an actor and you're just fine being an actor, cool. But if you're an actor who wants to become a director, a screenwriter, do that as well. You can be all three. You can be both. You know what I mean? There's something you're holding yourself back from doing, and you have to just jump straight in. But be careful of people using your genius against you, using it to make them rich instead, because you are very generous with the Six of Pentacles here. But that sometimes that generosity leads to others succeeding before you. And I was mentioning you're very good at manifesting things that came through. But it's time for you to take creative accountability. Why things aren't working? Why aren't you doing more? Why aren't you putting yourself out there? That kind of thing is definitely coming through for sure. They want to help you fulfill your dreams, but you're not allowing them to. They can only do so much, like I said already. And it's very easy if you guys get caught up in other people's thing or get caught up in the fame, get caught up in the success. And they just have to be careful of that. But yeah, a lot of codependent energy here with you guys. Of people, I'm feeling people are feeling attached to you though. Because you got the love, there it leads to codependency and people wanting to be all up in your space and use you for that good energy or use you for your good ideas. And just like, be careful. And we have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So for why do I lost my breath for a second there, jeez. So For some, if not all of you, there's a place you're being called to go to, and it could be sacred ground. It could be a place that allows you to be powerful. So it's giving me the whole, what do they call it? Is it astrocartography, where you put your birth chart into an astrocartography chart, and they tell you the place where you'll best find love, the places that best suit you for career, the places that'll best suit you for creative sake. You know, like your Venus lines, for example, your Mercury lines, for another example, your Jupiter lines, the places that you will expand the most, do the best. For example, there could be places you've been called to, and it's funny how in the when you were reading for which of these was it? Your words create worlds. No, we were reading for 66, and they said a Route 66 went all the way from Chicago to Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is the place where a lot of people go for film, for music, all of that. So you could have been called to LA. You're wondering why, and it's because you're meant to go there to start a creative career. Some of you could be called to Chicago. I don't know what Chicago's known for, but hey, it's there. Like your life is a canvas. It's time for you to start painting it, child. That's it. That's what they're telling you. And they also are saying that the ideas they give you for a reason, because you're meant to see it playing out, not someone else. So you get an idea for a song and you go and give it to another artist, and they're just like, we gave that song idea to you. They give you a book idea, you give it to someone else. You're like you're a ghostwriter or something. I'm just like, no, you're meant to be in the spotlight. Stop playing. But yeah, you got the love. Your life is a canvas. There's specific places on earth you're being called to, countries, ancient ruins, things of that nature, that I do feel like will help fuel your creativity. So if you felt called to a specific place to go on a trip there, maybe you'll do some of your best work there. You'll do some of your best writing, your best music, your best singing, or you're meant to go there and post a video and that video goes viral because there's something about the energy of that place, that kind of propels you into the stratosphere, is the vibe that I'm getting. But they're also just saying to trust where you're being led, honestly. There's something here about you guys always second guessing yourselves. When you get a specific idea, you like, oh, that's not gonna work. That's not fine. With the Ace of Wands here, that's not gonna happen. And it's like it will, it can, once you believe in yourself and your authenticity. Because, like I said, only you can do certain things in a certain way for it to pop off and be popular. It doesn't matter how many people, artists, whatever you give your work to, it's not going to pop off. And of course, wouldn't you want your work to be successful? Wouldn't you want to give somebody a song and that song pops off? Wouldn't you want to paint something for someone to get the credit for it? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want to give someone a book and the story gets popular? Can you imagine giving someone a song and the song flops? And it would have done so much better if it was you who did it, but you wanted to give it to someone else. See, that's what I'm getting. That vibe is like, stop giving or shrugging off your talents. Like, oh, they can do it better. They can sing better than me. It doesn't matter how good someone can sing. Your voice is the one that was chosen to lead the message, to lead the people, not them. No matter how good their voice sounds, it was you. You were chosen for a reason. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to keep ranting to you guys. I hope this video resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, join the tribe. That was your message from the Sirians, okay? Um, yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. If you would ever like a personal reading with me, you can get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!